So, let me just tell you about this trip that I am on. Oh my goodness, I'm still in disbelief. My name is Shauna Cherie. I'm 120 pounds. I'm from the inner city, and I am traveling the world alone. Yes, all by myself. So far, I've been to Paris, which was absolutely just stunning. I could walk the streets of Paris for hours. Then I went to Egypt. I've always been obsessed with ancient Kemet, and just being able to walk on the grounds of the pyramids just it just felt so yummy. Now I had a little bit of culture shock in Egypt because I really immersed myself in Egyptian culture. Then I went to Abu Dhabi. I don't even know how to describe it. Rich is the only thing that I can. I mean, the amount of luxury that's there is just beyond anything. It's like a movie. Then I went to a teeny beeny tiny island off of the coast of Saudi Arabia called the Kingdom of Bahrain. And that was fun. I actually rode on some ATVs with some boys that I didn't know that had ATVs in the desert, and that was fun. We were popping willies and stuff. No, I wouldn't suggest that. I didn't know he was going to pop the willies, but I wanted to get on the ATVs. Now I'm in Thailand, and I'll be in Thailand for a month. I don't know where I'm going to go next. I don't know if I'm going to go to Bali, if I'm going to go home for a little bit and then go back out. I'm basically doing what feels good to me. Now, if you would have told me that this would have been my life a couple years ago, I would have looked at you like you were absolutely insane. At the time, I was working the same job that I had been in for 8 years. And while it was fulfilling at one point, I was a college counselor. So I've always really loved helping people strategize and connect deeply with what it is they want in life and help them actually get it. Because I really am all about inspiring people to ignite their own fire so they can get what they want. I also was in a long-term relationship that was very toxic and that I no longer needed to be in. So there came a point where I had to decide, you know what, I am drawing a line in the sand and it's now or never. You either change things up and go after what it is you want, discover what you want, be curious enough, and then go get it, or you were going to keep living this paint by numbers kind of cookie cutter life where you're not really internally fulfilled. Now, looking from the outside in, my life was good. I had just gotten a $20,000 raise. That $20,000 raise is actually what kicked everything off, because the same week I got the raise, I quit my job and I broke up with the boy. Now, this was a week and a half before we were going on my birthday trip to Hawaii, which was already paid for, and I decided to go by myself. That trip changed my life because that really let me know I can travel by myself. I can go far away by myself. I actually enjoy it. I like it. I don't need the boy. I don't need the security of that job. So at the time I was building my own businesses. So that was when I decided to step forward into who I really was, to be curious enough and to believe in my own powers and abilities and what I believe in, to really go after it. What I've discovered is living your life in a way that is acceptable to society and acceptable to everybody else, so that you fit in and so that people look at you and say, job well done. At the end of the day, none of that shiznai matters. It really doesn't. Because when you're about to die, and I don't mean to get all, creepy crawler on you, but when you're about to die and you flash back on your life, what people think about you and your decisions and what you're doing isn't going to matter at all. What's going to matter is, did you live a life that was authentic to you? Did you take the time to discover what really turns you on? Did you live life to the fullest? People have been saying how lucky I am, and I just don't believe in luck. Everyone creates their own luck. I've done a lot of internal work to really get clear on what I want in life and dealt with what was stopping me head on. I took tons of inspired action. I spent thousands of dollars on digital marketing courses instead of buying shoes or vacations. You can't see me after work watching webinars, reading books, finding masterminds, listening to podcasts for hours a day, and most importantly, taking personal responsibility for everything that happens to me. And trust me, things have not been as easy breezy as it appears. I just don't believe in being a victim to any circumstance, so when I attract what seems like a bad experience, I know that there's a lesson for me to grab and then move it on. I don't leave anything up to luck, as they call it. What I believe is when you get really clear on what you want at a deep level, have outrageous faith that makes you take inspired action, when you allow yourself to want what you want and know you're worthy of receiving it, God responds and life becomes a beautiful flow. But first, you've got to turn yourself on, because this ain't luck. This is knowing you deserve everything you want in life, and as one of my mentors says, everything is figure-outable. I believe everyone deserves to live a life that they're excited about. Everyone deserves to live out their dreams, but luck? No way. That's not how this happens. I believe in alignment, and alignment is completely different than luck.